We have JK Tyre as well that has delivered its Q2 numbers. We are joined by Mr. A.K. Bajoria, the president of the company, to talk about what exactly went through during their Q2 numbers. Good morning, Mr. Bajoria. Great to have you with us and buy now, sell now. Now, while the 2- and 3-wheeler tires are growing in double digits, it's really the truck and the bus radials where you are trailing, and that's where you are basically the market leader. So how was Q2 for you?
JK Tyre's consolidated results for Q2, which is July to September, have been quite satisfactory in terms of the turnover, which has been 2,077 crores, which is 5% over the corresponding period higher, and the operating margin has been higher by 15%. Which is at 329 crores, and this is after the exceptional items where we have lost some amounts due to the exchange variation. And in terms of PBT, we have achieved about 148 crores, which is slightly lesser than the corresponding quarter, and this is mainly because these consolidated results include the JK Tyre India operations, the JK Tornel Mexico operations, and the newly acquired Cavendish India Limited.
Mr. Bajoria, rubber prices have eased a bit in October but may firm up in the coming weeks. Are you seeing a rise in rubber prices, and how much will it impact your margins in specific?
First of all, the rubber prices, well, certainly they have been trending slightly downwards, particularly in October and also a little bit in September. But going forward, I feel that the rubber prices will be slightly higher than what they are. Of course, they are not really at the level at which they were in the fourth quarter, which is January to March, but I would imagine that they'll be a little higher than what they are at present. So generally, I would imagine that our margins, we should be able to improve on whatever we have achieved in Q2. And as I said, that this is mainly going to be because our Cavendish operations are going to add to the top line as well as to the bottom line, which includes the 2- 3-wheeler. And corresponding period did not have CIL. So to that extent, it may not be apple-to-apple comparison, but then, 2- 3-wheeler, the operating margins are much higher than the truck bias as well as the truck radial as well as the passenger car radial working.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want to talk about. The truck and bus radials, that has been weak because while tractors have been doing well in the last few months and post, of course, a good monsoon, the outlook is bright as well. So can we expect 5 to 7% growth here?
I would say that TBR should also look, we are in a unique position, particularly JK Tyre, because we have truck bus radials in all the 3 segments, the premier segment, the middle segment, and also the economy segment, which is competing with the Chinese. Even though we are not selling at the prices of Chinese, we are higher than the Chinese by at least 10%. But then our performance is there, which is much, much higher than the Chinese tires. So I would imagine that we should grow even in truck bus radial to the extent of at least 5%. And passenger car radial tires have also been showing a reasonable growth. When I say reasonable, I mean 7-8%. So that should continue in Q3 and Q4. And therefore, I think that we should be doing better.
Okay, Mr. Bajoria, lovely having you with us on the show, walking us through your earnings, and thanks so much for being with us.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.